Welcome to Timberland Farms. My name's Anthony. With me today is my dog Timber. Behind me is my 2014 Sure Trac. Behind me is my 2014 Sure Trac 12,000 pound dump trailer. And these New York State roads have not done it very good. So we got some cancer we have to attend to on this trailer. So I've never filmed it before, but we've already replaced the frame on this, on the box. We've took the box off of the trailer frame, flipped it upside down, cut the old off, replaced it with new box steel, and we're gonna do the same on these doors. I'll give you guys a little demonstration here. We'll open up the door and you'll see exactly what's going on and why they need to be replaced. Bind up, but like when I open this one, just this one specifically by itself, you'll see it drop. Not supposed to do that, so we're going to address that today. So in order to address that, I ordered some new hinges. I got these ones on eBay. I'll leave a link for these in the description below. I'm not affiliated, I'm not getting paid for sponsoring these or anything. It's just, this is what I picked up. I thought they were affordable. They look pretty well rugged. It's a thicker gauge steel than what came factory from the trailer, so I think they'll hold up a lot better, because those ones have been patched before, because they did break off in the past. So this is considered an upgrade in my opinion. They do come with grease fittings and nylon bushings inside. The only pitfall inside here is it's not completely closed in here. It's just looped around. Not sure what is entailed on those guys, on the door itself, but we're gonna give these a shot. They seem very well built. They got nylon bushings inside, washers, nylock nut, so that's not gonna come undone. Comes with a grease fitting as well as a grease fitting cap. In addition to new hinges, I picked up some just plain old box steel. I got about 8-foot stick of box steel. That's going to replace this section here, as well as this section here. We're going to keep the sheet steel that's here and keep our expanded steel on the top. And I got something here for the bottom too. So these doors are a real pain to close. I'd like to be back to how it was when I first got it. You just pull the latches and it pops open, no problem. So we're gonna get this fixed up. So in order for me to close this, I have to pick up this door because that hinge on the bottom is rotted right out. It's rotted right around here on this box tube, so that's why we are replacing that. And this door is all bowed out because this cross member here on the bottom is a quarter of the way missing, a third of the way missing. So in addition to that box steel, this is the replacement cross member. I had a good friend of mine bend this up for me. He's got access to a sheet metal brake or a press of some sort. Not sure exactly how he did this, but he's actually coming over to help me work on this today. Should probably be here in a couple hours. I'll get started on this project and he'll help me get through it. But you can look at the profile here. It does need to be trimmed down on the top a little bit, but he got this angle here as well as a 90 on the bottom. And these will replace what's down there already. And the nice thing about this angle here is no dirt and debris could get stuck here and get trapped in between where the weld goes and all that, especially if we stitch weld and then silicone in between, like what they do from the factory on these Sure Trac dump trailers. They're all the seams are sealed with either a weld or silicone. Now this is old enough and it's rusty enough where all the silicone has fallen off, but they do try to make sure it don't rot out in the first couple years. This thing has been driven in the salt most of its life. I haul firewood with it, and firewood season is winter season, and winter season is salting season. So the roads are very salty around here whenever this is out on the road. And no, it's not my downtime for the trailer. It's as busy as always. I rent this out for dumpster rentals and stuff every single weekend, just about during the summer. I drop this off at somebody's house, leave it there for the week, pick it up the following week, and take it to the landfill and recycle and repeat. So probably get those hinges cut off and get the doors knocked off, and we'll go from there. So we're not going to be saving the hinge or this section of the door, so I'm just going to cut it off from the trailer itself. Now this is a barn door style tailgate as well as a spreader gate, but the locking mechanism on the bottom has been welded from the previous owner, and it's just going to stay barn door. So I think to make this a little easier, so I can get on the back side, I'm just going to zip these hinges off right in the middle. Now you can play with those bolts. It'd be quick enough just to zip through that. That one will break off. I can remove the door and then cut on the other side of that hinge. Alright, let's see if I didn't cut. So I didn't cut all the way through on that one. It's 99.9% cut through on the top, and the bottom's about shot. So let's see if we can break this thing off. Well, we got the top hinge to break off. Before I break a disc off my grinder. Man, this is being stubborn. Success. Now these ones are not rolled all the way around either. They're rolled further. They're almost touching, but they're not all the way close. So I don't think we're going to have any issue with that. I do see a rust hole. So here's the trailer door upside down. I do see a rust hole here. Might be kind of difficult to weld to the bottom of this. So might be difficult to weld to the bottom of this. I do have that replacement to roll around the bottom, so we'll cut along here, remove a majority of this cancer. Try straightening this out because it does look like it is bowed. And see what we can do with here. Hopefully it's not too thin to weld. So I ended up having to break out my big guns. This is my 13 amp DeWalt 5-inch grinder, I think it is. In order to cut this off, just wanted to make it go faster. This used to be right there. I cut along here, cut it under here, cut along here and in the bottom. I just welded here, here, and down here, but I cut it right off there. And a couple welds on the back side here. See what we got going on. I'm going to take my wire cup grinder and clean up this surface and give me a better idea of what I'm working with. Well, surprisingly, this is not in terrible shape. We'll probably come underneath here, remove this little piece with a chisel. Not sure how I'm going to address this side here. Looks like there's a weld here in the corner, so I'll zip them off. Let's see if we can remove this guy. Wonderful cookie crumble. So this is the progress I've made so far. I removed this box tube right here and this angle bracket on the bottom all the way up till the next box tube on the other side. I wire wheeled the whole this side of the door, and then I went over it with the sandpaper disc, flat disc real quick. Brought down some of these welds right here. We're going to be welding right on top of them. They don't have to be perfect. Now it's time to rotate this, and then we'll tackle the other side. So with the power of YouTube editing, we have this thing all stripped down, tore down, ready for new steel to go in. We got the latch side off, we got the hinge side off, and now I'm going to clean up the deck so we can slide this over here and weld new in. A tidy workspace is a safe workspace. Not that we're the safest here. Amazing what a new blade will do. Alright, this piece will slip into here. I'll take a little bit of coaxing. Well, we are on day 2. We worked on this last night, well into the dark, and call it quits. I didn't get to film putting this thing up and all that because it was dark, but I'll bring you guys in and show you. Got the canopy up because it's supposed to thunderstorm and I need to get this thing finished. We just have our bottom piece tacked into place here. That's rolled around the bottom. We've tacked right here, as well as tacked on the other side just on the bottom, so then these two halves can rotate from each other. The box steel is welded in place on both sides. We have a Mr. Timber, as well as a hinge tacked into place. So let's fully weld these guys out. Weld that bottom piece. We can finish painting this guy before it gets too wet and rained on, and then we can move on to the other door. Go around the bend. looks like crap. Must be blowing my shielding gas away. So after 4 trips to the barn, still can't figure out what size bolts these are. So we're going to use the Fitsall Imperial vice grips and Fitsall metric adjustable hammer. Well, it appears that the bolt is smaller than the nut. Probably part of my problem. Hammer may have found something. Couple pumps should do it. I do see it coming out the back side. We'll move it around and give it just another pump or 2 of grease after that. Typically I like to leave grease on the fitting itself, but they give you these handy little red caps. They're probably going to get lost the first time you go down the road. Leaving the grease on the grease fitting itself helps keep dirt and stuff out of the orifice on the end of it, but so do these caps, and it makes it a little bit cleaner. So we'll rock those for the rest of the day, and we'll go on from there. I have to try this door out. So I got some washers here. I use the spacers. We don't need them anymore. Beautiful. I like it. It's a little squeaky, but we can grease those up a little bit once we work the doors. But it's solid, there's no play. Pardon the sound of the rain on my canopy here. It's raining pretty good, but this is the latch mechanism. It welds on the side of this, and then the arm goes in here. This flips around and locks that into place, and you can put a padlock right here if need be. But the original pop rivet in here rusted out, so I'm going to take a little bolt. I cut the head off of it with a bandsaw. And right here I have my impact driver with a drill tap combination drill bit. So I'm going to drill this out to the size that this guy is and also tap it. So 15/16 standard pitch, like it's 18 threads per inch. Now that's threaded. I'm going to go from the back side because one side I cut off with a bandsaw. So I'll thread that in the original way that was going to go. So that's about flush. And then we can weld it up here. I'll put a washer right there. That will sit perfect. And I have a nylock nut so it won't back out. And let's go ahead and weld this. I completely missed. I can't see anything out of this mask. Today I'm using Rust-Oleum turbo cans. I'm eventually going to do the whole trailer, but today we're focusing on this door. Yesterday and today. Another day I'm going to have to tackle the other door. I'm running out of time. I have a stone delivery tomorrow. Well, I think that's going to be a wrap for now. I have to use this for a stone delivery tomorrow, and then following is a dumpster rental where it's going to be gone for a week. So I won't be able to fix the other door on the other side or be able to paint the rest of the trailer. So we're going to wrap this up and conclude this for now, and we'll get back on this as soon as the trailer gets back and it's free. This thing is very busy over this course of the summer. That's why it was so important for me to get this done. Because the door was just about ready to fall off. And hopefully this one doesn't fall too far behind it. Hopefully we can get through another couple weeks and get the jobs done that we need to with this here. But thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. Stay tuned for the rest of the trailer build. Leave a comment below if you have any suggestions or comments or questions regarding the dump trailer, I guess.